things off here on the CT side. We are off to the races here as Vitality will present a P250 in the hands of ZywOo, of course. One smoke and a single flashbang as they send 3 players over towards the A side of the map. Make it 4 now.
They are quite big fans in pistol rounds of going for those A executes, I've noticed. They like have a couple of maybe just 1 or 2 smokes that they can throw up towards CT spawn area, but they need to get past Elige first with the dualies, and they're going to be able to trade him out, but look at how much damage he did to Flames. He almost took him down, so not at all bad. A little bit out in the open as Magus will find Floppy on the other side of the map, and that really presents a problem now to Complexity's defense.
Well, the fact he's pushing as well suggests the B bomb side will be open, so Magus will grant himself some key territory. Gets himself up towards Tetris, and we've got Horzerk here. You can see overstretched right now in the position, having to patrol towards middle, and indeed the B bomb side as they start to walk in. It's looking quite good for Vitality, but Grim on the flank.
Yeah, he's moved actually very, very quickly here. It's very risky for him to do what he's doing right now, but so far it's looking good. He might be able to find a free kill, though Apex is kind of covering the bomb is being planted, and oh, this is going to be rewarded so well. That's the kill that definitely seals the round. I don't think JT could do anything about it, so heads up play that they were even aware that there could have been a flank that quickly is well done.
Good stuff. Perfect from Vitality once again. Haven't really made a mistake in this tournament so far. Open things up about clean and clinical. 2-0 against Evil Geniuses. 16-1 in the first map against Complexity, and now a clean pistol on map number 2. Their pick of Vertigo. Oh, sorry, we'll stop it. They've had enough. They're already down. And it's going to have to be the force buy here. Complexity will be operating with 2 MP9s, 3 Deagles. Horzerk will save a bit of extra cash for the AWP going forward. A chance they win this one, but it will have to be off the back of this opening frag. That's from Floppy. Actually gets Magus towards B, so that's something.
Yeah, really cool. I didn't quite get to see if that was the smoke that Danny was talking about.
Yeah, was he trying to throw that smoke and go caught out?
Could have been, but either way, could be dead now. Elige takes a little bit of damage to begin with. Apex trying to see if he can work around this ramp position, and Spinks is ready. If anyone wants to peek this, he would have been ready with the Mac 10, but he's going to fall back himself. Eagle creeping on in is kind of the right idea. Could have been something there for JT, who was up on the ledge.
Well, it's still looking pretty good, Anders. They're whittling down the clock. They've still got the man advantage, and Grim avoids certain death there. He gets away with it, scampers up the ladder, and a nice little boost here as well. It's often checked, but you don't see it deployed at this stage of the round too often, so might be overlooked this time. Doesn't seem to be looked at right now, but finally Apex making his way up towards Shore will shut them down here, brings it back to a 4-4. A couple of more opportunities for Complexity to shut this one down, but the opportunity now is shrinking.
Great use of utility here. This is what really makes the difference. Even in the 4-on-4, they just absolutely block it out. They've got even more grenades they can throw that way, so they're making sure that no matter how many people are there for Complexity, they're going to be on the wrong side of the smoke, and they can just keep on throwing in more flashes, more Molotovs. Like, very, very good use. Once they found the 4-on-4, I think the grenades alone probably won this round for Vitality.
Well, only 1 kill given away once again. Second round eludes Complexity. Managed to get an opening pick. Thought there might be something to work with here, but you're dead on. As soon as they got that control of the ramp, and indeed shorts, a basic execution, pretty standard. Smoke left and right. It was the control Apex found as well. The timing, he swings out just before the smokes bloom.
Yeah.
They're scrambling, they're trying to reposition. He gets a very clean kill at that point. Oh, it's that run boost. That's how they got there so quickly. I was wondering, like, Mages had barely entered B main.
Yeah.
But it was a massive run boost from Floppy. Supersonic speeds.
That's sick.
Opens things up, but still unable to convert the round. They will save a couple of MP9s, so not all is lost, but most of it is. And Deagles otherwise.
Yeah.
Round number 3.
Real early days, obviously. It's hard not to remember in the back of your mind what was going on in Inferno, but if you can erase that from your brain, then you're just looking at a 2-0 here for Vitality, and probably going to be a 3-0 here, depending how things go. So the real test is going to be in the next round, where Complexity will start to pick up some more rifles. So the best you can do is just try and not remember too much about Inferno, especially if you're a Complexity fan.
That was pretty brutal there. ZywOo just one step ahead every single encounter. Spamming through the smoke, of course, finds the kill on the Liege. Early advantage this time for Vitality, just making sure they don't overlook any key positions here. Molotov out the choke points. 1 minute 10 on the clock here. Juggling around some utility. As I said, there are some saved weapons, not much. A couple of SMGs, one of which has already gone down. Got to be trying to smoke off the ramp position as Vitality go through the motions here. Molotov down, similar smokes, and a swing from the CT, so they might be able to find a couple of kills here. And there they are, but unfortunately the big man waiting on the other side, he shuts down any prospect of success as they go 3-0 here. Gun round coming up, and they should be able to get the AWP. Remember, Horzuk didn't fully invest in that second round, and they're going to need him to come online here. He was good on Inferno, yes. And in the 16-1 defeat, that's a pretty difficult thing to do. So we'll see if he can continue that form.
Yeah, I mean, these early rounds probably could have been a little bit better for Complexity, but I think they're not too bad. They're doing something. I mean, you look at the scoreboard, and there are already a couple of people that are getting some kills here on Inferno. It was so long before they did anything. Good trades at the start of this one. Grim and Floppy picking up a kill each. They'll have to give up Grim for the trade, but still a 4 versus 3. And maybe partly because they started T-side when they were on Inferno, they just had so many rounds in a row before they even got into an advantageous position. Now they're here, 4 versus 3, something to build on.
Absolutely true. Hopefully he can convert this one and we can start to see a more competitive series here. First map slipped by the wayside, but here we are in the second. If they can find an early round here, build upon it, you're dead on. Might be able to do something with this. A missed shot, though, from Horzuk. That might have secured it, and he's tucked himself back in. ZywOo trying to catch Horzuk off guard here. I think he's done so. Brilliant shot. What a play that is.
Yeah, he had a slight inkling also. You kind of tell a little bit. He was thinking, did he really run away, or did he actually, just as I was unscoping, did he get back into position? And he did. He should have trusted that instinct a little bit more. 40 seconds, smoke on the one side, Molotov on the other, and the bomb gets planted. ZywOo might be low on health, but he's deadly with that AWP.
He's everywhere.
He really is. 9-0 at the moment on him.
He just got 2 kills with 5 HP, just perfectly played as usual. Manages to position himself to guarantee that kill on the rotation there, knowing as soon as that bomb is called, the CT flag will come through. And JT, normally pretty handy in these sort of clutches, to be honest, but where does he find the point of access? That was no probably it. And yeah, you're right. No kid, down to 30 points of health. Apex closes it out. That was a 4-on-3 advantage for Complexity, and one they cannot convert. It's been the headline throughout this series. A couple of opening kills for Grim and Floppy, but this is the moment. A stroke of genius from ZywOo.
Yeah.
Baited out the fact he'd fallen back through the bridge. Just as the AWP is reloading, sneaks across, walks up, and gets himself a freebie.
Something you see really a lot of, I think all of the really sick AWPers in the world is once they take a shot and they're sort of they're reloading the next bullet, they actually spend that time getting information, right? Like they'll sometimes jump
what's going on.
Yeah, they need, because taking your eyes off a position is super dangerous, and you see exactly why. Not to say that Horzuk necessarily made a big mistake there, but yeah, sometimes you looking away for too long can be real risky.
Like you mentioned, like it looked like he was aware of the possibility, but just didn't really commit to checking it. Which is a shame, because obviously that was a crucial kill. As we go 4-0 here, a half buy for Complexity. They do have maximum loss bonus at this point, but only gets you so far on the CT side. For now, they've decided the best approach will just be upgraded pistols, 3 smokes. Again, Horzuk saving a bit more cash for the AWP going forward. He's currently on 0-3, so plenty of time, of course, but it is a CT-sided affair. It's your opponent's pick. He just lost 16-1. Need some form here. If they can steal this round away, they can still do this. They can still potentially cause some damage. JT will trade out the shot, but he takes too much damage on Rue. Only good for that one. Bomb to be planted. There's no way to deny. And again, looks like we're locked in here for 5-0.
Yeah, good pincer on that position. Even when they get the 1 kill in return, there's nowhere to go, and you can't continue the fight.
And it's completely tagged as well, right? Yep. So he's hoping he can get another 1 dig, but they're pincering from both positions. So yeah, literally nothing he could have done. They'll explore their options here at least. Maybe he can get a kill and steal away an AK. That's about as good as it gets right now. They've realized that, and we'll just have to fall back, save the Kevlar at least.
Yeah, they're working with scraps at the moment, aren't they? So, saving the Kevlar becomes part of the conversation. You just know it's not an ideal position. And the blast radius on this map is tiny.
Compared to Ancient, it's ridiculous. Like Ancient, you can literally plant the bomb on A, and if you're low HP and you're saving in B, you can still blow up.
Yeah, you still die, yeah.
Like, it's rare, but it can happen. That just shows you how ridiculous it is. So, 5-0. Was hoping this one would be a little bit more exciting. We'd see Complexity turn up, but it is their opponent's pick. They can't seem to catch a break right now. Round 6, more Papa Horzak. And we'll see Zaiwu, same weapon, this time patrolling towards A, and I dare say he's got that first kill.
Yeah, he was absolutely ready for it. And he'll double up on the aggression. He feels like, you know what, if the AWP was there, probably not going to be any other rifles. Elige out in the open, and it's actually a good shot for Elige. Unfortunately, there's so many more people coming at him. Still 3-on-3. JT was on the other side. He did sneak in a kill in the meantime. So it's not too bad. Again, one of the better openings for Complexity, even though this probably still overall is going to be favoring Vitality in a 3v3 like this, especially when they got a minute and 14 seconds on the clock here. Floppy's at the back of the B-bomb side. With no more nades.
Come on, boys. Let's find some rounds here. Floppy needs to deliver. And that's a good start. Lovely headshot towards Magis, but Flames will pull it back to an even keel. Molotovs deployed towards CT spawn, and they're so far removed from the scenario, Anders. Agonizing jog over towards middle. They've got an incendiary. They've got a smoke and a kit, but the positioning couldn't be worse. There's so much time to set up the crossfires here.
There really is. You need a lightning fast shot, and it's going to go the other way instead. Spinks to pick it up. Grim wants to be the hero, but he's denied. Flames with a good triple, and it's one more round for Vitality. You know, I tried it at one point, Henry. I tried to popularize the idea on Twitter that that you could buy more explosives on the CT side. Not another bomb necessarily, but just you know, the radio. So you just pack more C4 into it, so that, you know, it costs like, you know, $200 extra every time. So if you...
I see what you're saying. Okay, so you can, like, if you're on a roll, you can, like, invest team resources into making the bomb more powerful.
Yeah, and the CTs won't know, like, when they...
Well, I won't be investing. I'm going to be out of that one, but please let me know how it goes. I wish you all the best.
I appreciate it. Was expensive as well, because...
Yeah, exactly.
Not that many clients, but...
No. It was difficult to justify that one for the investors, but either way, and speaking of financial woes, Anders, Complexity is certainly feeling them. Another half buy, and I explained the reasons in the previous map. Maximum loss bonus CT side.
Yeah, they can't even all afford Deagles, never mind Beagles.
It's true. All the Beagle fans in the world right now are in pieces. They can't believe what they're seeing here. Complexity, a chance to fend off this B approach, but it's Apex that cracks open the site. Floppy goes down, and unfortunately, it's a pretty underwhelming hold. Complexity can do nothing, and the bomb is planted. The round is confirmed. It's all over, Red Rover.
These are the kinds of rounds that you need Floppy to get probably 1 or 2 deal headshots before anything else really happens, right? But as soon as they're on the site with him, it's probably just too late anyway. So unfortunate, not really Floppy's fault necessarily. 5 versus 3, and now they're just looking to clean it up a little bit. With the round loss bonus, there's not a lot of incentive to save a lot of Deagles here. If you can exchange even one of them for an AK, it's probably even better. So I don't mind them sticking around and looking for that. If they had less money, they'd probably try and save this. But yeah, they're just trying to optimize this as much as possible. Well, it is pretty far away. Again, probably would have just wanted to see him get a little bit closer, but not this time. 7-0.
Oh, right.
Doesn't feel great, does it?
Doesn't feel great for anyone involved right now. We need to see this one heat up a little bit. No one likes to win this to blowout. Like, sure, it's fun seeing how good Vitality are when all the individuals like Spinks, Zaiwu, Flames, like, we want to see what they're capable of. It's usually true, but you don't get much data from these sort of games because you all know, like, you just didn't turn up.
Yeah, if I step in the ring with Mike Tyson and get knocked out in 30 seconds or 10 seconds,
exactly.
I didn't learn that much.
That's quite a good analogy. All right. Cool. Let's see what Complexity can do, boys. Come on. Let's try and find the opening pick. Deny them access. Deny control. It's towards B. They'll focus most of their resources, Vitality that is, at the start of round number 8 here. Floppy played very well against NIP. He was great. I'd really like to see that form replicated here. It's not too late to turn up here on Vertigo. They can still win the half. It's just the context of that first map. It's difficult to see a world of the bounce back, but That doesn't help. Okay.
We've been trying to forget it. Like, that's what you have to do. I mean, it's probably even more tricky if you're a player to just put it behind you, but yeah, I mean, they're also being reminded, just looking at the scoreboard, this is exactly what happened, right?
Yeah, true.
Map, so
you're not even out of the original nightmare. You'd think there'd be a reset with the first map done. I think he's got this kill as well. The gap was just too tantalizing there for Majeski. Has a little look, and oh my god, the Molotov as well denies the reposition of Grim. They just can't do anything.
But they still got 2 people here, so
I mean, yeah. That just means there was 2 players that won't be saving.
Yeah, you might be right about that. Oh, Grim, a little bit of a chance maybe for a lineup. JT is going to get one more. 30 seconds on the clock here in a 2 versus 3, but we need another miracle or 2 here for this to go the way of complexity. There is a chance. Smoke, a huge gap, and Megas, I don't know how he wins the fight, but he did. And Whole Circle will go down. Cyber's ready and trained on that corner for a long time. 8-0 in favor of Vitality.
CT side, max loss bonus, half buy. Those are all the words you need.
Yeah.
This next round.
Good summary.
Unfortunately. So Apex, opening pick, back towards B. Magus, same story. No real executions required at this stage. They're just absolutely decimating them in the heads-up duels, sticking together, 4-1 setups, and yeah, I feel like Complexity have lost too much control on this game. They can't get back into it. They can't find any footing. 1 round. And the last 2 maps were pretty deep in this second as well. A mid-push. And a headshot. Alij with the Desert Eagle strikes first. They've actually got something to work with here. Need this round to say the very least, as Flames will react, knowing there's 2 towards middle. A has to be weaker than usual. He'll try and find the entrance, the opening kill. And he delivers on all fronts. Apex chiming in as well, looking for that 3rd frag. It's going to be Zywoo to beat him to the punch. And what seemed like a promising round, what seemed like an entrance to the series, is completely shut down once again. And in stunning fashion, once more, as he only give up 1 single kill.
Apex is really enjoying himself. He's
yeah, he stood up there.
Shouting.
I mean, what can you say about that one?
He's delivering Dexter level high fives as well to Flames. He thought he was
Dexter high fives, yeah.
He thought he was out.
I agree.
Boom.
So, all right. My silver lining bucket is getting empty. I'll be honest, Anders, I don't have much left in the tank.
Not even any platitudes?
No, maybe not. I don't think it's left, but all right. They have got a full buy at least.
Nice.
Round 10. 9-6 wouldn't be the end of the world, but you need to get it. There's a long way before we get there. Good flash. That's a brutal flash, actually. It bounces off the girder. You can't turn away from it at all. That's wild. Yeah. And that's another opening frag. Team game leader dropped. They know exactly. Oh, God, he's so done for. I think he's going to get mated there. He's done well to get 1.
Yeah, just he missed the first shot, got Molotov, then spammed it down from the curtains almost in 4 versus 3.
I think they win this round. I think Complexity have got this. With this flank, I don't think they're aware of it. Not the cleanest spray, and we've got Zywoo to deal with them here, but the damage is being done. That was the frag. That was the chance.
It actually does make a difference when you're doing that flank, whether the first kill is, you know, a 3 or 4 or 5 bullet spray down, or straight, you know, instant
Especially
kill.
when you're using the M4A4, right?
Yeah.
It's a noisy old weapon, that one, and Spink, clinical headshot to close things out. Double digits, 10-0. I don't need to describe the scenes for you anymore, ladies and gents. We all know this is grim. And once more, unfortunately, the buy won't be available. Pistols once again. And just getting completely outclassed in every facet of the game, I'm afraid.
They can still get 5 rounds, Henry.
Okay, yeah, all right. You're still here. You're still with me. So you're saying there's a chance.
Always a chance. They are
still get 5 rounds. Yeah,
they are lacking true. Some of the weapons that, you know, like they've got less firepower than did the previous round, which is obviously a shame.
But these are the sort of rounds when you're like, remember we created Henry's Law before?
Yes, true.
We haven't talked about it or discussed it this tournament, but when you're down and out, when everyone's lost hope, that's normally where the craziest rounds can occur.
Yeah.
Because your opposition, like, they're a little bit looser. You've kind of given up hope. You're going for the more aggressive plays. You don't think there's much to play for. And then someone finds that magical round. They find like the triple deagle headshot. And everyone's laughing, everyone's enjoying it. You realize, oh, we can still get 3 or 4 here. And this could be the round where we start to see some of the magic delivered here by Complexity. Lord knows they need it at this stage, and the reposition toward the top of the steps. The problem is, this looks like a bit of a stack. You're going to be checking this all day long. And indeed, Alij will be taken down. So I tried my best. I tried to bring in some magic there.
Unfortunately,
manifest it.
so do Complexity at the moment. They're definitely giving it all, but they're just getting absolutely outclassed in every way imaginable. There's so many little oh my,
Nice.
what a blinding shot. That was sick, but it's not going to make a difference. I was going to say, in that first fight that Magus has against JT, after JT gets the eagle shot, there's so many little micro movements that Magus is doing to limit his exposure to a potential second deagle shot from JT from the other side of the bomb site, and JT can't. If JT wants to fight, he's the one that has to swing.
True. In close games, you'd think that would be at the very least for this team with the wind in their sails. Alige in the mix, currently finding himself in 4 and 10.
Vitality is stepping on American teams right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, EG into Complexity. They are making light work of the opposition so far. Toying with them. JT opening frag. Also looks like he's good for one towards middle as well. I think this is their first. Got a good feeling. Oh, the flashbang is brutal. Got to hit this also. There we go. He'll be traded. But an advantage, rare advantage here for the North Americans.
I like it. A good feeling, Henry. I think that's the most we can hope for at the moment. Nice little jump in, but the flash was not quite efficient enough. With a double setup at the B-bomb site, Complexity are ready to receive. A little bit of a spam. Can maybe do some damage through there, but it's a good couple of headshots coming in, and Floppy will take down Flames just to make us get a 1 versus 4. They've hidden the bomb behind the cardboard there. They're going to pick it up again, and I don't know. I mean, he's got a minute left. If Complexity had lost their minds and went to fight him one at a time, there's a way to win these kind of rounds. But as long as they play off each other and just try to get some good trade frags in there, they should be absolutely fine. 40 seconds now.
Might as well give it a go.
Sure.
If you're the likes of Magisk, 40 seconds. It's been a while since we had a show-stopping clutch from the Magic Boy. He'll make himself known at the B steps. Nice opening frag, but not meant to be this time. Can't keep the clean streak alive. Understandably so in the 4 versus 1. And there it is. A hollow victory, unfortunately, for Complexity. You're first on your CT side as you go into round number 13. Difficult to cheer and scream and fist bump even. He's got to focus on the job at hand now.
Usually people do there's like a couple of stock phrases that you'll throw out there when you win around. You're like, okay, we'll sweep the rest. We'll take the rest. At some point,
yeah, come on, it's always like, let's get the rest now, boys. Come on. That's what you can really say. That would do. Oh, that brutal nade at the start. That's lovely. Good job for Complexity.
But yeah,
mid window.
Get the last 4, why not? At least, like we said, just try and get enough rounds on the board that you have something to go back to the boot camp with and look at and try and think about what happened, how can we make this work? Even if it's late, it's worth, I think, having some of those rounds to research.
That's a good point. It's like we said, 16 ones, you just don't get much data from them.
Yeah.
You barely planted the bomb. You barely got to run your strategies. So, ZywOo patiently waits to the A ramp here. 16-1 in the first map, 11-1 in the second, but Complexity still have a chance to post a few more here on their CT side, and I think it goes without saying they really need to here, but what a boost that is. Takes down Grim. Nice boost up. Oh, here we go. That's all right, isn't it? Finds him the advantage once again. Might be too little too late, but this is impressive so far.
Set himself up real nicely with a flashbang there as well, so good work from Floppy, I believe. JT taking quite a bit of damage. Smokes are up. Molotovs being exchanged to try and slow them down here. We've got 40 seconds of the bomb. It's quite far away. It's starting to make its way there, but this is a 4-on-3. And Complexity, they probably know that there's going to be a bomb plant at B, but they're just waiting to see if there's going to be another chance for a kill before they want to go for the retake.
Huge round here. For Complexity especially. Vitality have already, their half's already done. Like 11, you're feeling like we've already won this. Complexity, if they can find these few rounds in a row, they get the 11-4, why not? Give it a good go. You never know what can be done here. They've got the advantage. The retake begins. That should be their kill, as Spinks can't control the spray here, but they've got a few key players to take down next. ZywOo and Magus patiently waiting for their frags to come through. The defuse coming in the smoke now. 2 seconds, and Magus will deny it all once again. Finds their head through the smoke. 1 more second, I think, would have done it. The Complexity pushed back once more. The 4 versus 3 falls apart. They can't retake the bomb site, and they're left looking at 6s and 7s once again, averaging $4,000. Floppy gave them a fighting chance for this sequence from the Guardian position, but scrambling towards the bomb, had to go with that full defuse, and we'll have a look. Magus, catches him on the very last bullet there. Great stuff.
Look at the micro movement as well on Cyber in that. Like, he's up on the board. He doesn't drop back down all the way down to the generator. He just falls back behind the board.
Right.
It's so hard.
Explaining like the CT side is difficult to keep buying into, but you kind of need these last 2 rounds. You can't really justify anymore. Half buys, you just have to go for it, see what you can do. It's not ideal to say the very least, as we see Flame fully commit towards the A ramp this time. It's Hulzerk to find him. Elite will chime in as well with that FAMAS. They're making it work. Looking for their second round here. They can hold on to this advantage. They should be able to convert. Molotov towards Shore. Apex locked off by the smoke so far. Major is trying to help himself towards B, but dissuaded by the flashbang. Comes down to the individuals now here, Anders.
Yeah, they're not ready for it. They didn't expect Apex to be up this far, and he maybe could have had a second kill there. Floppy will take down Magus, and Hulzerk is standing tall. The FAMAS is doing so much work in this round.
This force buy, if you will, working out very well for them. 4-on-1. Spinks now. He's up to on the plate, seeing whether he can attempt something magnificent. Major's got close before with a couple of kills. Spinks with a minute to work with. He's got a smoke as well. He can probably get a plant here. And if he finds that first kill, you never know. I assume he just commits the bomb after dropping his smoke here.
Sure.
You don't really want to fake it because they will swarm you, but he's done very well to get that first one. Doesn't work out.
That's a bit scary to see them commit that hard to it. But, I mean, it worked out, so can't question it too much. Second round of the board for Complexity.
Yeah, so Legion also to open things up there. And it goes without saying that was a must-win situation for them. They managed to convert, looking for that third round as Vitality enter the final showing of this first half with a full buy. You might expect they haven't really had to do much at all in terms of economy management. Towards B we are going this time. The flashes are deployed. 3 players on this side of the map as Zywo shows presence towards A. Rattling off some shots. I feel like that CT's going to push with the smoke on the left.
Yeah, I would have assumed it was, especially with the... Oh, we can see right over it. That's a cool one-way. Floppy. Well done. I'm going to be putting some pressure on the other side here. Grim started the shot with the AK that he stole from a previous round. A little bit of damage here, but it's Apex going down to JT instead. And yeah, this defense, very late for it to start to work, but I mean, they're getting some rounds in finally.
It's not much, but it's something. That's for sure.
12-3 scoreline is one of the most dangerous in the world.
Apparently so, yeah. I've heard someone at least say that before. As we will see Major Skin Spinks once again attempts a very, very difficult clutch scenario here. They've got time. They don't necessarily have the grenades, but they've got the skill. Hoping that a CT inquiring for information will be presenting himself. Opening up the door of opportunity for a headshot here. Majors using every trick in the book. Jiggle peeking every single angle. Jumping across, trying to set up his teammate, but not going to happen. It's looking like they've done enough to at least get the third round here, Anders.
Yeah, definitely. Magus goes down last 12-3 at the end of it. So not a bad first half for Vitality. We'll see if they can close the book on Complexity after this.
Looking great, but it's something.
You have to be on industrial levels of copium to believe that this is your third map. Like, it's some really heavy grade stuff that you're working with.
Well, they've got a nice technical setup here. Double HEs, double flashbangs, double smoke. So an execution with maybe, what, double nading towards headshot? That would be my guess, or just straight up towards the sandbag. Interesting.
I mean, it clears out a position. It does also telegraph a little bit what's happening. So, yeah, they're going to be able to see, but with the smokes up, it might negate all of that. No connection through so far. Just Saiwu playing battleships, not really catching any of the opponents at the moment. Ooh, wait a minute. They come off the bomb. I'm a little bit curious.
They were seeing if there was like a retake setup with HEs.
They're also buying time for Floppy. Look at the retake that but the flank that he's going with here. So an extra 5 seconds for him to step a bit closer. This could be really sick. Hold on. Complexity might be onto something in this round. Oh, no. How did that happen? The flank blows up, and now the retake is on.
Oh, no.
It's devastating. Oh, and the defuse inside with a kit as well. A great idea and a perfect start for Complexity, but it absolutely gets blown wide open.
I can't believe that. How are they've always got the presence of mind? We've seen that a few times and say, wow, this is the perfect flank. There's no way you could possibly be aware of this one with the bomb down, and all of a sudden Floppy dies. To what seemed like a very convinced Spinks. Like he had every inclination to think he was actually over there. That's wild. Yeah. That says it all.
That is definitely a try hard moment. If you're flanking and you get spotted, if you're floppy there, you're gonna be like, okay. Like,
Yeah, why is Spinks trying so hard?
I don't know.
That's the question.
Maybe for the post-game interview with Banks, he can ask.
Yeah, seem to be trying
so hard. Like, you know, everyone wants to win, but
come on, mate. Forced buy in the second, as you might expect. Bomb planted at least, but they've lost that opening pick by Virtue. Oh, an Apex grenade. Nice opening frag. Takes down his fellow in-game leader in the form of JT. And they're not giving this ramp control up for nothing. Zywoo extends the lead. At least will pull one back, but oh my god, this positioning of the FAMAS is just beautiful. Bomb down. Floppy couldn't be further away. Oh, Anders, I don't know what to say anymore. We all saw what happened there. You don't need me to explain it.
Yeah, there isn't much to say. You know, we can only do so much. We need complexity to give us more rounds. So they're making our jobs hard, Henry. And I think at the end of the day, that's probably the real
boost
prime.
as well. Like this boost, you don't see too often as well. There's always ready for it at least, but does not have much to say about it. Mages with 3 in total. What's his total up to? He must be flying. It's actually, I say only. He's only got 14. It's only 17 rounds of play. But to be honest, it's between 11 and 17 frags of Vitality. So another amazing team effort across the board here. We don't need to talk about the frags and complexity. It's all right. Doesn't really mean too much in these sort of score lines. Like after a 16-1,
sure,
didn't really get going here on the second map. Just been outclassed. It's the new look roster after taking out NIP in a pretty exciting series. But that's an NIP that have had 4 days of crack and their in-game leaders back. It's a different kettle of fish altogether.
It really, really is. Not what I don't think anyone was expecting Complexity to win against Vitality, but yeah, they're really getting run over in a big way. Floppy, he's kind of been the shining star for the second map here. 16 kills on him right now. He was anchoring the B bomb side on the CT side, and I think doing a pretty respectable job. So,
oh my god, that grenade!
That is one hell of a nade. Yeah, 3 versus 3 now. Unfortunately for Floppy, can't continue his heroics in this one. And they're going to be set up and ready. All 3 members are here. No one at the B bomb site. And Complexity not thinking about going back at the moment. Good headshot for Flames. And Apex will close up the round at a 1 versus 1. It got really, really close, but it also puts Vitality at 15 rounds.
Oh, well, at this stage, it will take 12 rounds in a row on the T side of Vertigo just to take us to overtime. Not really much you can say if you're the coach. I don't even know what speech you would give in a timeout at this point. It's done. And at this stage, you're just playing for the scoreboard. You're just hoping it looks a little less one-sided on HLTV. That is about it.
So you're saying there's a chance, Henry?
Well, I don't know if I did say that. I think I was saying the opposite of a chance there, to be honest. We'll see, though. Let's see if we can get something from the initial default here. The one-way smoke under the ramp here allows them to patrol the A ramp from those pesky snipers at the back. Looking for the boosts.
Yeah, really looking for it. Even spamming it just in case someone's crouched up there. Gonna get a grenade in return for his efforts. It's been said many a times, but even those grenades do like 13 damage is enough to equalize the M4 for a one-shot headshot.
That's a point I always try to bring up. Like, as long as it's like around 15, you've done a very good grenade on the CT side.
You're pretty much good to go. Magus can side with a couple of kills here. It's a 4 versus 3. And in the middle is a bit sloppy for Flames. Would love to see him just pick that up straight away. Grim just barely cleaning the corner. There might be a way here. I think 3 versus 3.
It's looking quite good. That Molotov will buy them enough time to get the plant down at the very least. Some decent utility, though, it has to be said. That one's not bad at all. The floppy flashbang gives them the man advantage now. The retake might be called off here. The money's relatively low. They can go for the knockout punch right now and find the victory. It's just unlikely. No grenades remaining, apart from that incendiary for Spinks. It looks like they are going to save. Try and keep the round expensive for Cole.
That's actually some interesting discipline, isn't it, on Vitality? Because I imagine it's probably very tempting when you're playing this well. You're up 15-3. You think, why not just try and go for the 2-on-3? Like, it feels like fun, but I suppose over the long sort of stretch of playing a whole season, these, you know, I don't think necessarily this game, but in general, you should just try and play the optimal game every time. It just makes more sense rather than trying to win on a cool clutch. Just wait, make sure you get all the rifles and then win that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It is nice to see. They've got to play by the book. And yeah, you can see Apex just wants to get this one over. Get it out the way. Get it done. And they are going to bring some investment, actually. It looks like they are going to be force buying around these saved weapons. Want to get out of here nice and early.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily mind it. Obviously lacking a lot of grenades, so... Yeah, and it's going to be down to the raw mechanics of Vitality, although they've been relying on that a fair bit already, and it's been working out, so not necessarily a bad thing.
Well. Complexity now. Playing for pride, I would say. Get some reps in on the T side of on LAN. See if you can work on some mental fortitude here. Focus on the fundamentals. Get in position where you can actually execute the bomb sites. Get something out of this game.
Yeah, I still think that would be the highlight for them here. If they can, you know, get it up to 8 or 10 rounds. That really went the wrong way. A little bit unfortunate. Under a minute here. And there's nobody really pushing the B bomb side on the T side here. They are committed to this kind of an A execute, and it seems to be the right call. Side was nearby listening in, but they're going to get the bomb plant down, and there's nobody there that can stop them. And this is a force-up for Vitality. You've got to wonder if you even want to... Why would you even risk it?
Yeah, I think they might have saved this one. You don't need this round, obviously. So yeah, it looks like it was called the save. It's fine. It means they even get a stronger setup going forward. At least they'll have all the grenades now.
What do we call a round, Henry, when nobody dies?
Unicorn round.
A unicorn round, that's right. They are so rare. I feel like every time we call it out,
exactly.
somebody dies.
That's the thing about unicorns. If you utter their name, they won't exist. So you have to wait until it actually transpires before you say the words.
Okay. Don't want to be jinxing anything here.
But it could actually be happening. A rare sighting.
Really rare.
It's upon us here, Anders.
Please don't die to the bomb.
Oh, it actually is a unicorn round. I can't believe you brought one to life.
Don't get to see that too often.
You actually don't. It's an apt name, for sure.
5th round.
So...
10 more to go.
Like I said, though, the injection, or the little injection, of try and keep the money at a reasonable state, though. So yeah, about $1,000. That works out. So they can still win it this round, but they're not completely done for. Oh. What just happened? He was shooting at him, though, right? Did he slow him down? Did he miss the jump, or did he actually get slowed down by the bullets? It looked like they were getting wall-banged.
I think he got cold feet. I think...
Because there were shots coming in his direction. I think something... was going on there. Can we get the replay of that one specifically?
Sure we can. Please don't.
But that's not the way you wanted to go down. The problem is they're actually about to lose. The replay, we're not going to be able to talk about it. We'll be gone. We're going to miss it, Anders.
Well, you're going to need the replay at one point.
Oh, let's do it now. Here we go.
No.
So he did get spotted. Maybe he saw the CT. You can't bail out though. So
no. Well, I mean, if you thought you could, we've confirmed you cannot. You can't bail out.
You can't do it like a 360 and go back to T-spawn. But they might not have to.
He's tearing it up. He's trying to save his teammates here. Leash with a
That's the
headshot
round they win. Okay. All right. Maybe this is possible. Maybe we just entered the Twilight Zone.
Flop he's created a new meme for yourself. It's unbelievable.
Oh, wow. Shout out to production, though. That's an amazing replay. I've never experienced that luxury before. Mid-round.
You know is it the Metal Gear Solid sound?
Yeah, the one that the high alert when he spots someone.
Like, you need that for, like, if someone could meme that together when he's, like, if you just see it from his point of view, like...
I was trying to work it out. So obviously the CT was ready for him. I think the idea was you can slow him down and tag him, but the bullets didn't connect. So did Floppy swing out, spot him, and think, oh, I need to bail, like, just instinctively, and then try to go back? I don't know, but very odd. Maybe they just straight up missed it. He realized he didn't have momentum. Either way, fun to watch, and I guess no harm, no foul. Just a bit of fun. Everyone can enjoy it because they won the round. We're not being mean.
No,
it's okay.
I think it's fantastic.
I think everyone can have a bit of fun with that one.
I'm sure Vitality must have been so confused as well, like what's going on. But also, he stepped it up. Great triple.
Yeah, I guess we didn't talk about that too much. We were a little bit flabbergasted. No way. Okay. You've outdone yourself, guys, back there. Well done. I admit it, you're the best.
Oh,
how have they done that? A world first. Oh, the tragic tale of Floppy.
That's upsetting to watch, isn't it? But you know what? Like you said, it all worked out in the end, so it's going to be fine. Cyborg a little bit of a mission. He's got the only AK in hand. He wants more than the one kill. Oh my god, the flash is in on the other side.
Just happened there.
That was a T-flash that bounced off to flash someone I think who's playing on the right side of
I
middle.
lost track of the round.
Still a 3-on-3 somehow. What's happened in the last couple of rounds?
I was still kind of focusing on the video there. All right, let's get back into it. A chance for Vitality to close things out here potentially. They've made it very uncomfortable. Recovered an AK-47. 15-6. Floppy licking his wounds from the previous round. And he will get the bomb planted. His swing will come through, though. It's a very effective flashbang. Not like this. They don't want to give it up to the pistol. JT fighting for the round. And indeed, they're live, but it's not going to be enough. Mages closes it out in style with a double kill there, the AK-47. A fun series, Anders, but not a good one for Complexity.
No, definitely not. And it's a bit of a shame because there was a world in which at the end here they could have got a couple of more rounds, but it's not meant to be. It'll be Vitality crushing another American team here at the last premiere. 4 groups. It's been absolutely wild, hasn't it? Really impressive stuff. Obviously, this team looks so solid at the moment, and on the Complexity side, I mean, we'll have to see if they can summon some strength.